Hello, sunshine. It's your favorite natural bae. It's your girl, Sunny, and y'all are now tuned in with Sunny Said It. Cause what we doing now? We holding all accountability. If I meant it and I said it, and what? Y'all know how that go, and I probably had it backwards, but that's okay because I said it.
I'm fresh. I'm hood. I look good. I look like bae. I look like bae. I look like bae. I look like bae.
But yeah, so I hope y'all are having a wonderful, miraculous Monday. I definitely wanna say that the first week of the new year wasn't too shabby. You feel me? Like I had a good start to the new year. Like I said, with everything that I got going on, I forgot and completely had to remember that I got a whole album coming out, but I'm working on that too. So I'm doing, man, when I tell you I'm doing a little bit of everything, I'm doing a little bit of everything. I even got a shoot that I'm planning for, but that's beside the point. Let's get into today's topic. Hold on, I gotta sip wine on that one. And this wine is courtesy of Taylor Port. Listen, I've been drinking Taylor Port before Taylor Port became Taylor Port. You feel me? Like, if you love a good red wine, this is not sponsored. This isn't an ad, but you know, if you are a wine connoisseur, I highly recommend it. But I will say, drinker beware. This is not no play wine, okay? It means business, especially when you mix it with Henny. But you know, well, Sunny did say it, so hey. But anyway, let's get into today's topic, y'all. So I've been waiting on this one. So for today's topic, we're gonna talk about women versus red flags. Oh my god. Listen, I would never have thought in a million years would I ever have something to say in the sense of I'm telling on myself. But I mean, hey, I'm getting older. You know, again, what we doing, we holding accountability. You feel me? And I too can only speak on things that, you know, I've done myself. And I mean, if the shoe fits, well, lace them hoes up. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing. Anyway, all right. So today, like I said, it's women versus red flags. I honestly speak on this from a personal perspective, and when the topic came up, because I was actually on another streaming app, and somebody had brought up the situation of how women ignore red flags, and I was like, like now I done got to the point where I'm old enough to, you know, to know the difference and to be able to admit my right from wrongs and all that good stuff. So I'm just like, I was like, that's interesting. I said, because we do. Now, I wouldn't say it's in all instances, but y'all know that trend that's going around where they be like, oh, I don't see it. Like all these little things going around when lo and behold, we just really, telling on themselves. Cheers. So just to go a little bit deeper into that. So when this person said this, shout out to Black Bear. That's who actually, you know, inspired me to talk about this today. I was just like, wow. I said, we really do. I said, I think what it is, and me, Sunny, will admit that I have done that. I have ignored the red flags, and I've ignored them to the point where it's like, you know better. Like, you know better. But it's just, I guess, me being so hopeful and thinking like, you know what, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. It's like, all right. I'm just, okay, that wasn't nothing. So let me just wait and see. Then when you come to realize that it was BS from the jump. And I feel like, you know, that in itself is just like, looking at it now, I'm just like, wow. Like, I really, had I just went with my first mind, had I not ignored that red flag, I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in. I ain't gonna lie, I've ignored so many damn flags, I could probably make a big flag of my own. And that's sad. That's sad, y'all. It's just like, you know, I guess now this is me speaking on, you know, from personal experience. This isn't me telling you how you do whatever you be doing when you be doing it, but you know, I can only speak for myself. And I'm one of those people. I'm like an open book. You feel me? Like, you ask me something, I'm gonna tell you. But be careful when you do that, because if you want to find out something, I'm gonna tell you. So again, be careful when you do that, especially when you want something from me, because I'm gonna give you the truth. And what's so crazy, when I was younger, I used to look at the truth in a revengeful type of way. And I would be like, you know, if I want to hurt somebody, I'm gonna do it with the truth. So, you know, it's just like my evil way of looking at, you know, being honest. Now it's just like, you know, it is what it is. You either accept it or you don't, but it's how I feel if you're asking me. You know, especially if it has something to do with me. But anyway, so going back to this, like, when I tell y'all, I've been in so many, situationships and relationships where I seen firsthand, like, okay, no, this is bad, don't do it. I'm not gonna listen. And then it turns into, I should have listened. I really should have listened. One thing I will say, and one thing I love about being a woman, is that women's intuition. Listen, I will forever speak on this, because now, like, looking back, it's just like, wow, I really could have saved myself some trouble had I just listened to my first mind. Had I just paid attention to that red flag. I feel like I'm that type of person who will reevaluate the stuff that I used to do. You feel me? It's just like, now I'm just like, yeah, that was dumb. Like, I will never be that person to not hold myself accountable. Like, y'all, it makes things so easier when you are willing to admit your wrongs and willing to, you know, accept the fact that you fucked up. What more can you say? What more can you say? It's just like, wow, you know, looking back on it. But I just feel like, you know, one thing, okay, so again, my opinion. I feel like, well, no, not even my opinion, just speaking of myself. When it came to me ignoring those red flags, it was more so of me hoping for the best. Me hoping that it could change. Me hoping that I could change it. Sometimes a person is going to show you exactly who they are. And when they show those true colors, that's when you really need to pay attention. That's when you really need to be like, okay, this is who you are. Thank you for showing me who you are. I'm good. I feel like I needed to value my worth just a little bit more and save myself the trouble, save myself the stress, save myself the heartache. Because just like me now looking back, I'm just like, I really could have, you know, handled certain situations a different way, and it definitely could have had a different outcome. But instead, me being that optimistic person, you know, trying to see the best in the worst, when I was being shown the worst, I could only hope for the best. That makes sense. Because it's just like, I really like y'all, like, it really amazes me to the fact that I really just used to just ignore stuff. Like, people would show me who they were clear as day, and I literally would just ignore that and see what I could do to make them better. It's not my job to change somebody. It's not my job to make someone into who I think they should be. You feel me? Like, now I've gotten to the point where I'm an adult And let me not even say because I'm an adult, because I was an adult making decisions like I was. We're not gonna talk about that though. Maybe later. But it's just like, you feel dumb, don't you? Like, y'all ever had that moment where like you literally just sitting and you looking at yourself in the mirror and you just like what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Well, I feel like everybody's done it. Like, I might be a few that one of the few that actually decide to speak on the subject or speak on the instance, but I feel like it's a real common thing. And I feel like me personally, I feel like I ignored red flags because I wanted to, like I said, hope for the better. I wanted to help better that person. Let me tell y'all some dumb shit I said when I was younger. Oh my gosh. Y'all. I said the dumbest, boy, if I could go back in time and smack the living hell out of myself, Lord knows I would. So I told myself, this was when I was just getting into the dating life, you know, so just getting into that. I told myself, oh, I don't want a man who has all his stuff together. I want a man who doesn't have it together, so that way him and I could help each other and we can build up together. Was I smoking crack? Because what? Lord, if I can go back in time, like just looking on it, thinking of like, what? Excuse me? Hello? What did you say? Because one thing I have learned, be careful what you speak into existence, because when it comes to fruition, you're gonna regret it. And Lord knows I regret it. I've never in my life. Like, I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, because I was just like, oh, I just want to be there when he don't got it. So, you know, when he does have it, you know, it could be I don't know. I was drinking crack, y'all. Clearly had to be drinking crack, because who said shit like that? Who? I was a walking red flag to my damn self, and I didn't even know it. And you know, it took me so long to realize it, because I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm a good person. I have a good heart. You feel me? I've always been the one to want to be there for people and want to be there to help, want to be there to heal, want to be there, just be there. I also tend to, well, past, because not anymore, be a people pleaser. You feel me? Like, I took others' joy and made it my own. So me watching somebody else be happy made me happy. And it took me a very long time to like actually realize what I was doing was dumb as fuck. Like, y'all, I really did that. Like, I accepted it. I created that reality. And once I actually began to live it, I said, oh, I don't want this. Hey, Lord, it's me. I know I asked for this, but I want to rethink some things, because this is not what I thought that I wanted it to be. So please help. Send help. I don't want this anymore. Thanks. Like, I know big man tired of me, because he be like, you want it or you don't. You keep asking for it. That's why, like, when I say, like, you have to be careful what you ask for, because then when it comes, when it comes, it's gonna be it's gonna be what you didn't expect. And you know, not even on some red flag type thing. I experienced that in other ways. It's like, oh yeah, excuse me. I was like, oh yeah, I want this. Yeah, no, definitely. And then it turns into, I don't want this no more. It's not what I thought it to be. You feel me? So, I mean, yes, it is a learning experience, but at the same time, it gets old. You feel me? It definitely gets old. it took me a while to, understand the difference between, wanting to help and being used. And I feel like, I was always the one that people would come to. I was always the one, still to this day, I'm always the one that somebody would come to. I'm always the one that people could count on. I'm always there just because of who I am as a person. And like now, it took me a while, but I had to start saying no. I had to start being selfish. I had to stop giving explanations as to why I can't. Now, I can't do that. I'm not available. Like, give you an explanation for what? You feel me? It's just like I got so tired of being taken advantage of. It's just like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be that person. Don't come to me. If like I actually posted something like on Twitter a while ago, and quote me on it, Sonny said it. But I had mentioned, I said, I'm not an investor. I'm not looking to heal you or something like that. I don't remember. I'll put it somewhere so y'all can see what I was talking about. But but yeah, it's just, you have to stop. I'm gonna say we as women, we have to stop trying to make and mold people when they are not moldable. So it's just like, what's that one saying? You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. You can literally apply that to a lot of different stuff. You can help anybody you want to, but that's not going to make them apply themselves. That's not going to make them change. That's not going to make them into the person that you want to be. In order for somebody to be even remotely close to who you want them to be, they have to want that for themselves. You feel me? Like, I have stopped putting these band-aids of hope on situations that's still causing me to bleed. You feel me? Like, if a situation needs a surgical fix, putting a band-aid of hope on it is not gonna help. And we really, I'm saying we because I know I'm not the only one. And don't lie and say that I'm not. No, that I am. Because I'm not. But it's just like, we really just have to, like, be mindful of the situations. We have to be mindful of being, accountable. And I feel like that goes on, both ends. It's not just women that do it. It's honestly anybody in general. Like, if you know the situation is bad, like, just like when we was little, when the stove was hot, mama said don't touch that stove because it's hot. And what we gonna do? Touch the damn stove. That apply that. Like, we know that it's not a good idea, but yet we still go forward as if we just was like, band-aid of hope, here you go. We have to stop hoping. If you are not sure, exit, drop it. Like, if you have to question anything, let it go. If you have to question it, let it go. Honestly, and I started to apply that myself because I feel like, and that's why I've gotten so much straightforward with relationships and situations and jobs and everything that I've been in. If I have to question it, then it's not for me. Because anything that I want is going to be meant for me. It's going to be clear as day. I will be able to understand it. I will have no questions about it. And it's gonna be solid. You feel me? I don't want to build anything on hope. I don't want to build anything off of, well, maybe I should just give it a chance, even though he's showing me or she's showing me that it's not gonna work. And that's another thing, y'all. We gotta stop forcing. We have to stop forcing stuff. We be so stuck up on hope and thinking things will go right only if you let things happen. Stop. We gotta stop that. And like I said, I'm not gonna tell y'all anything I wouldn't tell myself. And that's something that I had to actually come into realization, because it's just like, what good would it do? If you know it's gonna turn out bad, why would you go forward? You feel me? That's like knowingly knowing, you guys. It's like knowingly knowing 1 + 1 is 2. But yet you still go in that mug hoping that 2 is going to turn into 3. It's not going to work like that. We really have to sit and reevaluate a lot of decisions, because now things can either turn out for the better or they can turn out for the worse. But who got time to be dealing with the lottery? Like, no. Stop gambling. You see those red flags? Pay attention. Because when we ignore those red flags, we causing more harm to ourselves in the end, because the only person that's going to really catch it the most is the person that made the decision to go forth with it in the first place. Because at the end of the day, that person on the other end, the red flagger, they still doing what they going to do. You feel me? Regardless of the damage that they may have caused. And you just really have to protect yourself, protect your mind. Be mindful of the decisions you make. Be mindful of the choices you make. Be mindful of all of that. And not ignore what's being shown to you. Because at the end of the day, a person will show you exactly who you are. But it's up to you to make a decision. And, being a woman, I'd also like to tap in on the fact that matter of fact, not even just being a woman, I'm going to put it like this. Y'all might not like me for this one, but who cares? Damn it, I just lost my train of thought. Boy, we was on a roll. Golly. Hold on, y'all. We back. All right. Got it. Nope. Lost it again. But it's this. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't drink wine while doing this. But, hey. This me. This the 1,100 authentic me. Okay? Okay. But the point that I was making, I really forgot now. It's gone. It's gone now, y'all. It's gone now. It's definitely gone. Yeah. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, boom. So what I was trying to say for the past 30 seconds was, whenever you find a weak spot, if someone finds a weak spot in you, or if you're on the opposing end and you find a weak spot in someone, you're going to go for that weak spot just because you know it's going to make them fall. With that being said, it's more so of, when we ignore those red flags, that's a weak spot. Because now you become prey. So the predator is going to come for that weak spot, because they know what's going to get you. They know how they're going to win. They're going to see it and they're going to take advantage. And unfortunately, the women that choose to ignore those red flags are going to be those same women that turn into prey. They're going to be those same women who gets used, who gets taken advantage of, which will actually go into our next episode. And it's called Adult Boys versus Men. I want y'all to figure out how that ties into each other. But with that being said, hey, at the end of the day, Sunny said it. Holding all accountability. If you wanna quote me, baby, do it. You feel me? But yeah, just pay attention, y'all. If it's red, man, don't drive ahead. It's gonna be a big boom collision, and y'all don't want that. Just pay attention, be mindful, and keep the peace. But that's it for today's show. I hope y'all had a wonderful time tuning in, tapping in with your favorite natural bae. Make sure y'all follow me on all social medias. Is She Alpha on Instagram, TikTok. Where else am I? She Alpha at? Instagram, TikTok. And that's Instagram, TikTok. And then of course there's Twitter, but that's S1E2. YouTube, S1E. And I'm everywhere. Everywhere you want me to be, baby. I'm even in your dreams. Make sure y'all tap in. See y'all next Monday. Have a wonderful night. Be blessed. Stay breezy. Don't be easy. Mwah.